legacy. Parsegian renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, and make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Washington Huskies offense has the ball for the 1st time. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep...
Lost one deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
The receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, spreading be a long day. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
In the red area, it's Glenn. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. This quarterback, part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run for it on fourth down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the fourth down run.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these designed runs as this game goes on.
No doubt.
The fake and a little shuffle. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick him out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and the last...
He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll try to pop the draw. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He's looking to pass, using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Glenn.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pressure coming. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Irish! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Washington wants to go quickly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun, the ground game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. On the move, it's Glenn. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Gets it out quickly. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The give to the single back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Fires on the move. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch.
Fires into traffic. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Line gets set. First down. On the ground, it's Leonard. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Washington right back to the line. Off the play fake. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Shows him the stiff arm. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to ride this running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the ground, it's Glenn. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Trying to turn the corner on the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Finds the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback keeper. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a designed run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out.
Shoots it to the left.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This is